welcome to Sword Aboard. I am Monkey of the Sword Aboard crew. Today for Solo Sunday, I'm continuing the Damocles Protocol, the mini campaign I submitted to the unofficial campaign contest that Villain Theory ran. Um, this is scenario number 2 of that one, and for it, we are facing off against the Sentinels, uh, particularly the Project Wide Awake version, not Master Mold. Um, the reason behind that is because I really like this ally deck. I really like any of the ones that give us allies mid-mission. I think those are a lot of fun. So I wanted to include this one, and it's fitting with you know, Norman Osborn using anything he has at his disposal to try and capture heroes, and Sentinel's very good at capturing mutants, so might as well give them a little reprogramming so they start chasing after other heroes as well. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else I need to do for setup. I'll go over setup though. Well, let me get ahead of myself. Let me read a story bit first, because we have a little story, a little bit. So Peter Parker jogs down the hallway of an apartment complex carrying a few boxes of pizza, scanning the doors for the number he's looking for. He sees a 39B, and taped to the front of the door is an envelope with the words, "Leave the pizza, take the envelope," written on it in thick black marker. As he's walking away with the envelope, he thumbs through the cash and sees a faded Captain America trading card. Once out the front door, he takes the steps two at a time down his bike to ride back to the pizza shop. Then his phone rings, and a voice on the other end says, "It's good to see you doing well, Peter. Since you happen to be in the neighborhood, we have received intel that the Thunderbolts are about to raid a protest at a mall in Brooklyn. Osborn has reactivated the Sentinel program to help with their arrests. They're going to be rounding up anyone they think could be an unregistered vigilante, and they aren't going to let bystanders stop them. Looking forward to seeing you there." As Peter looks up, he sees the Thunderbolts jet streak overhead towards and runs towards the next alley while pulling off his backpack. So the Thunderbolts are still active in New York, and heroes that have kind of been trying to lay low are getting pulled into this. Yeah, still willingly, but okay. Setup. I can't remember if I posted that in the last video. I'll put up a screenshot of the setup for this so you can read that if you don't want to pull the document. But we're using Project Wide Awake. Modulars you have to include are zero tolerance and one of the standard encounter sets, and then the modular set under attack. And then you follow all the other setup instructions as normal, which include putting out Project Wide Awake and Project Zero Tolerance and everything else that you include in this one. And let me go ahead and move up to here. And I'll take the set of instructions off the screen very briefly. At random, choose a number of Thunderbolts equal half the number of players, round it up, shuffle them into the encounters deck, and then record those modulars on the campaign log. I have them here. One is the only one not listed, so I'm gonna roll and re-roll. If I get a 1, let me see. Get a couple rolls, and this next one, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Supersonic. And let's see. Shuffle the remaining Osborn Tech deck and record the top 2 cards of the deck in the campaign log. Then at random, choose one to put into play attached to the villain and shuffle the other into the encounter deck. So that is this one. So we'll get the top 2. And they are Neocarbon Scales and Spiked Gauntlet. So, get a stack, a shuffle, and then whichever one I pulled off is starting attached. So Spike Gauntlet is attached. Villain and the other one gets shuffled in. And then attach the Power Stone to the first player. At random, shuffle an unmarked Marks of Criminals modular set into the encounter deck. And then mark off one that was included in the Marks and Criminals section. So, we have 6 of them here, well, 5 of them here. 2 was used last time, so we'll re-roll 2s. We land on it. Give it a couple shakes, and this next one, I'll let it go. You know, on that side, it says 6. So, Wrecking Crew. It's a pretty nasty one to get included. And then, let's see. There's expert stuff, but it doesn't matter because I'm not playing expert. So, we will take these. Spike Gauntlet starts out attached to the Sentinel, and the rest of these get shuffled in. Let's see. Spike Gauntlet is attached to the villain after the villain attacks you. After that attack ends, if your identity took no damage from that attack, discard this card. So I either have to get tough or have an ally block it. An ally blocking it is iffy because of Operation Zero Tolerance. So this may be a tough one to get rid of this round. I just need to be able to get tough, I think. So we'll see how well that goes. Let's see. I think Risk Navigator happens after it's permanent, so it starts off in play. Give my deck a shuffle and draw. And oh, arm right off the bat. Might as well discard it. Float would be good. Okay, let's see. Stowaway Scare Tactic. And Concussive Blow. I might hold it upside the head so I can get it confused off. And Float's useful as well. So, draw 4. Winter Armor. I got Safe House. Ooh, yeah, Under Surveillance. Under Surveillance is going to be huge. Well, no, because it doesn't matter. Under Surveillance is useless for this one because it just checks the threat that's here. Okay. So, let's get going then. So, we'll spend Under Surveillance to get my arm. And put it in play. Let's use upside the head. Got Safe House, and then we'll exhaust Safe House and search and counter deck for minion, put it in play, engage with you. I think I already shuffled, so I didn't need to shuffle that, but still. Okay. Guard Patrol. Overall, that was not bad. Pile Driver has Retaliate. I can go ahead and take him out, which is a good thing. I think any of the Wrecking Crew might be smart. Just to get rid of them. I really want to get out Mach 4, but I'm probably going to try and wait until I can actually take him out pretty easily. So Surge, otherwise search for Zero Tolerance and reveal it. That's the easiest one to get rid of. And that would give me a lot of overkill damage as well. Let's go ahead and let's get out Thunderball. Shuffle, and I draw a card. So, let's flip over. Let's use my arm. Lay the trap. Oh, wrist navigator gets attached to him. Because that's a force response. So, arm, lay the trap, and let's do float. And I'll do metal punch. And metal punch says do 7 damage to enemy if you exhaust the cybernetic arm paper. And it's overkill, so it does 8 damage with overkill. So that will defeat Thunderball. 1 damage go through to the Sentinel, which pops tough. I get to draw a card because of the wrist navigator. And because I defeated an enemy, I removed 2 threat from a scheme. So let's do 2 from abduction protocols. And then I'm going to let's go and attack for 3. And we're going to throw away the winter armor to do upside the head. So do 3 damage and confuse him. And then draw an idiot. Another upside the head. Okay. Alright, so main goes up by 2. Then he will attack me for 3 plus the boost. Which I think I'll defend it. Because I don't really want to get the Power Stone. So I'm defending for 2, swinging for 3. And see, yeah, nothing special there. 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I take 5 damage from that. And he gets the Power Stone. I was not expecting that one. And a counter card. Adaptive armor. Attached to the villain. So he gets 8 hit points. Goes up to 21 hit points. Let's spend 3 lightning resources to discard this card. I'm definitely in the back foot now. Let's see, choose number. Alright. So, I'm gonna exhaust cybernetic arm and do upside the head to do electrical discharge. Do 5 damage to him. And stun him. This is a mistake to... oh well. No chunk, stealth strike. To do infiltration. I'll choose 3. Wait, that's a thwart. Can't do that. Oh wait, I get Power Stone back. I should have done this first. I'm gonna regret that, because I'm definitely about to get a minion. Alright, let's do 4. So I'm gonna get rid of minions of them all. So, choosing number from 1 to 5, discard that main card to top of the counter deck, remove 1 threat from a scheme for each card discarded this way. So we choose 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so got lucky. I was able to get rid of mutants of the mall. The first player searches the counter deck for a Sentinel minion, reveals it, and flips this card. It's Jubilee in play, discarding any other version of Jubilee from play. So I'm going to give myself a crappy Sentinel. There's that one that has a guard and patrol, but is otherwise easy to get rid of. Yeah, it's special. And Jubilee. So, spend an energy resource, deal 2 damage to an enemy. And I have an energy resource. So, choose 3 health. I'm just gonna have her thwart. No, we'll just hang out. Oh, where's Navigator? So we'll stay in hero. And, you know, hope I don't regret that. Draw my 4 and ready up. Alright, so main goes up a 1. He would attack me, but he does not. Sentinel Mark 4 attacks me for 2. I'm getting a counter card. Under attack. When revealed, each player chooses to place 2 threat here or deal 3 damage to their hero. I think I may have to just take the 3 damage. And I'll flip down this turn, because I'm going to deal both of those. Oh, this gets attached to this side scheme because it came in. Okay. My turn. Let's put counter intel's next turn. So I'm gonna thwart 3 off of under attack, because I have to deal with that. First Navigator comes back. Under attack is dealt with. And draw a card. Metal Punch. It's a very welcome sight. I have 3? I have 3 energy resources to get rid of the adaptive armor, but okay, yeah, I'll just deal with it. So let's 1, 2, 3. Get rid of adaptive armor. Goes down by 8 hit points. Then we'll exhaust our arm. Sonic rifle. Silent infiltration to metal punch. So 8 damage and overkill. So that is 4 to the Sentinel Mark 4 and 4 to Sentinel. I defeated an enemy, so I get through 2 from a scheme, which will defeat abduction protocols. Victory 2. The player who defeated the scheme takes 1 random set-aside captive ally and puts it into play under their control. Wolfsbane. So we'll have Wolfsbane for 1 off of 9 of the Sentinels. Give us a little bit of breathing room, and then we'll flip down. And I'm not going to safe house right now because I can't deal with it. And just give me a little bit of safety net. Gonna have Jubilee Thor 1 off the main. And then we'll draw in ready up. Now we get arm block. Arm block. May have to hold on to this, try and get rid of Spike Gauntlet. Alright, so main goes over 1. He would scheme, but he's confused, so he doesn't. And we get an encounter card. Pile Driver, retaliate. So risk navigators on him. This was a great investment, I think. And then it's my turn. Now we're going to recover and flip up. Coulson, wait, no, not flip up yet, because gonna safe house. So search for a minion, put in play engage, makes that bypasses the when revealed effects. So this was a safe one to put in. And now I'm gonna flip up, and I draw a card off safe house. Another arm block. Okay. I only need 1 of these, so do 1 Coulson to get out silent infiltration, and then exhaust the arm. Ripping metal punch. So get rid of Black Widow and concussive blow to metal punch, because that gets attached to him instead. They're still going to metal punch Pile Driver. So 8 damage Pile Driver, which will kill him. Retaliate doesn't happen because it defeats him. 2 of that damage goes through to Sentinel. And then I defeated enemies, so with 2 threat from the scheme. So 2 from the main. And then they'll ready me back up because of silent infiltration. And he gets confused. then Wolfsbane is going to take out the Sentinel Mark II. You get to draw a card because the Risk Navigator is Infiltration, which isn't worth it right now. I am going to I'm just going to thwart, take one off the main, get that as low as possible. Hold on to Blee, and draw and ready up, because I don't want to flip and give him more attack when I'm trying to get rid of Spike Gauntlet to get rid of his attack. So let's draw my 4 and ready up. So Mang goes 1. He attacks me for 3 plus boost. This is when an enemy attacks, deal 3 damage to it. If exhausted, Cybernetic aren't pay for it. Oh yeah, I forgot. This prints all damage. So gonna exhaust the arm, do arm block, which it's an interrupt, so it does 3 damage. Immediately advances the stage. He's not tough, which is okay. Then Abduction Protocols hits. Alright. And then we flip this. His attack's now 3. There we go. 3, 4. With Spike Gauntlet. I'm printing all damage, conveniently. Which is just 4. That does get rid of the Spike Gauntlet, luckily. And then we get a counter card. There's no Sentinel minion. So we gain Surge. Self-repair. Discard each status card from the villain, give the villain tough, and heal 5 damage from it. So there's nothing to heal, but it does get rid of all status cards and then re-gives him a tough, which is annoying. But luckily, Wolfsbane can deal with that. Okay. It's Wolfsbane. It's going to swing, pop the tough, and then do 2 damage because she's piercing. I'm being really inefficient with this. I want to flip down to recover some, just in case I get a hit. So I think I'm just going to be incredibly inefficient and tough choice, tough choice, tough choice. Yeah, I'm just gonna 1, 2, 3 to concussive blow, which just confused the enemy because I did not have a fist to pay for it. And this will let me put down cover for 3. And then we'll draw and ready up. So the main goes up by 1. He would scheme, but he's confused, so he does not. And then we get an encounter card. I really, really hope at this point I do get one of the ones that brings out the Thunderbolt, so I can actually fight a Thunderbolt during this campaign. Okay, Sentinel Mark 3, who has tough and 3 health. When revealed, search for energy barrier attachment and attach it to this minion. I think I just got rid of one of those. So he has 5 attack. And he keeps getting tough because he's annoying. Kind of wish I had Wolfsbane again now. Alright. My turn. I think I'm gonna go ahead and safe house. So I'll search the encounter deck for minion and put in play engages me. Search. I don't really want to get that one. You, I'm more fine with. And draw a card. Under surveillance. No point in that one. And let's flip, because I got a lot of damage to be done. I think it's worth it. Get out the raft. Get out Skilled Investigator. And what do I have? I do. Yep, that's good enough for me. She says, exhaust you believe spend a resource, do 2 damage to an enemy. So, we're going to get rid of Under Surveillance. Exhaust her. Do 2 damage to Sentinel Mark 3. She'll just pops tough. And then we'll Cybernetic Arm. Throw away Sonic Rifle and Bishop. Wait, this one had Risk Navigator. Do Stealth Strike, and Stealth Strike says deal 4 damage to enemy if it's defeated, or 2 threat from scheme. So doing 4 damage to Sentinel Mark 3, which will defeat it. There are 2 threat from scheme, and then Under Soldier's ability trigger, and we'll move 2 threat from scheme. And Abduction Protocols is resolved again. We get Cannonball. Oh, actually, I'll put this under the raft. After a minion leaves play, tuck it under here. So this happens after, so I could use that to remove its scheme from the raft. Maybe from the main. So alright right now. I'll swing for 3 at Sentinel. Cannonball, swing and feed it. Pathward. I think because of a troll, I can't do it from that. So I'll do 2 from Zero Tolerance. Let me just correct that for a moment. But Sentinel Mark 4 is defeated, so Risk Navigator goes there. Sentinel Mark 4 is defeated, and I'll stash it under here. And I'll remove 2 from the main from Sentinel Mark 4 for the raft. And I draw a card off the Risk Navigator. And then we will draw and ready up. Finally get my rifle. So I need to find a way to get both those. Maybe a side scheme. Maybe a lookout. So main goes over 1. Sentinel swings me for 3. Plus the boost. I'm fine if he gets Power Stone. So 3, 4. He gets Power Stone. And then I get an encounter card. Another one of these jerks. And he's tough. Kind of glad I didn't, so I could winter rifle this one and get rid of it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and he's Risk Navigator. So maybe I'll draw in something useful. So let's throw away Scare Tactic and Infiltration and Power Justice. Let's get out the Winter Rifle. We'll attack my minion. Exhaust Winter Rifle, so I'm doing 4 with Piercing and Ranged. So Piercing will pop the tough. Do 4 damage to him, which will defeat him. And I'll stash them under the raft. Just going to 1 for the main. Risk Navigator comes back and I get to draw a card. We use Upside the Head to play Winter Mask, so I can start drawing more cards that defeat enemies. Let's swing with Cannonball 2. And I think I may be okay risking flipping down. So I can try and recover. Alright, so let's draw a 6 and ready up. 2 Sonic Rifles. That's actually kind of unfortunate. Of course, and arm block. Arm block only happens when I flip down. Okay, so main goes at 1. He schemes for 3 plus the boost. 3, and he's attached. This boost his scheme. I spend 3 science resources to discard this card, which I could do. And the counter card says, give each brute in play a tough status card. If no tough status given out, discard until we get a minion, brute minion, and reveal that one. So discard that one. There's no brutes in play. So discard until we get a brute, which I think I've dealt with 2 of them so far. I really want to get a... I really want to get him out at some point. And okay, that's it. So let's go ahead and cover for 3. Do safe house. So we'll search for a minion. Oh, good. I have one right here. Because I didn't want to get out an 8. And then we shuffle. And let me just look. We have anything that's going to let me get out. I don't think we do. Yeah, sadly, I don't think. We may not get Mach 5 out of this game. Alright. And we draw a card. Electrical discharge is good. So let's flip. So, wrist navigator is attached to Sentinel Mark 2. So I'm going to go ahead and just swing Cannonball at him. Which will defeat him. Let's see. Does Wrath trigger at 4? But there are at least 4 here. One gets dealt to me as a face down encounter card. So I don't want to have to deal with that. It's honestly not the worst. But yeah, we'll just not deal with it right now. I get to draw a card off of Wrist Navigator. And a faded enemy, so I get to remove 2 from a scheme. So he's steady, so he's harder to stun and confuse right now. So unless it's very efficient, it's almost not worth dealing with at the moment. Let's go ahead, exhaust the arm. And get rid of Jack Flag to do electrical discharge. We're going to do 4 to Bulldozer. Just to stun him. And oh, I defeated a minion. So mass triggers. I should have drawn another card already. Alright, so we use 1 float and a counter intel to get out of float. And let's do 1, 2, 3 to get rid of the learning AI, get rid of his retaliate. We got this one left. And there's nothing else for me to do right now. So I'm gonna throw it away. And then draw and ready up. Metal punch is good. I'll be okay. Well, it won't confuse them. It'll start the process of trying to confuse them. Okay, Main gets a 1. He swings me for 4 plus boost. which I think I have to throw cannonball in the way of, because it's just too much. I was really hoping to get a arm block. So 4, 5, 6, 7. Thank you, cannonball. You'll go up here on 0 tolerance. So 4, I lose. Which hopefully it won't take that long for me to win. There's this jerk. Okay. He gets a wrist navigator. Alright. So going to cybernetic arm. Throw away lay the trap and concussive blow. To do metal punch against Wrecker. Which do 8 damage to him. Which will take him out. Exhaust Winter Mask, draw a card. Winter Soldier lets me remove 2 scheme. Stealth Strike. Let's... Oh, stamina cleared. Let's go ahead and hit Bulldozer. Just take him out. Don't get anything else. Do get to remove 1 threat from the scheme because I defeated an enemy. And I got a bunch of dead cards in my hand, which sucks. Yeah, that sucks. So let's... just throw all these away. And hope we draw an arm block this turn. Which we didn't. Alright. Mang is a 1. He attacks me for 4+ boost. So I think I have to throw Jubilee in the way of it. So 5 damage. Jubilee goes away. And then encounter card. Energy barriers against Surge. Each elite minion activates if no minions activated against Surge. Obligation. When your turn ends... Okay, so I have to exhaust an alter ego. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty unfortunate. So I don't have enough damage to just knock him out this turn. Okay. So we're definitely gonna counter intelligence. 1, 2. Go counter intelligence, so that will help with the scheme. And cybernetic arm, metal punch. We're just going to go in electrical discharge, do 5 damage to him, and put a stun on him. And I get the Power Stone back. And we'll flip and exhaust to get rid of Warn the Others. And that'll be my turn. Draw already up. Every time an alter ego. Every single time. That arm block is the curse of me. Alright, so Mang does a 1. And then he schemes for 2 plus the boost, which I'm going to use counterintelligence to prevent 3 of that. So 2, 3, 4. So discard counterintelligence, print 3 of that. So it just goes up by 1. And counter card says he schemes. It's unfortunate. So I can't prevent this one. So 2 plus boost, 4. So after those placed here, there's at least 5 here. First player places top card of their deck face down under operates to your tolerance to 5 in the scheme. So goes here with these, and it's 3 more than number of players. So yeah, 1 more. Okay. Tough-ish choices. So let's go ahead and recover. No, we're not going to cover. We're just going to flip up. I'm going to use concussive blow, do infiltration. I'm going to say 5, just hoping at a minion. So discard 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No minion. Let's remove that much threat from the scheme. Oh, crap. I'm at the safe house. I don't think there's any minions in here. Yeah, there weren't in the first place. So, then draw a card. So I still get draw a card, even though there's not one there. Alright. So I meant to do that, because I really wanted to get out a minion. So, but I knew there wasn't going to be one. Okay. So, I'm going to attack. I'm going to rifle, so attacking for 4. And I'm going to throw away Power Justice to upset the head, so he'll get confused. He's not confused though. So 4 damage to him. And again, kind of wasting stuff over here. Alright, we're just gonna throw these 2. Hold on arm block so I can have some defend with. Draw and ready up. So Mang's 1, he attacks me for 3 plus the boost. Oh, he would take 1 more because I have the Power Stone. So 3 plus boost, which I'm going to use arm block. Let's do 4 damage to him and kill him before he can flip this. So dealt with Sentinels. That was a little tougher this time around. Still no Thunderbolt. Really, I was really hoping to get a Thunderbolt out. Oh well. Which makes me wonder if I don't know. In our the first draft of this, without any testing, just theory crafting it before I'd actually played through it once or twice before submitting it. I had as part of this setup instructions, like whenever a Thunderbolt minion would be discarded, either as a boost card or something else, mostly boost card, he gets put in play with you. But there wasn't really a way to do that within the rules, and it be something that was easily memorable. So I scrapped that, and I was just hoping to that you get dealt it. But then this is 2 scenarios in a row. Haven't seen Thunderbolt. They come out more often in multiplayer. But yeah, that was that one. So we move on to the victory section, which if any Thunderbolt minions were in the victory display, record them in the campaign log. Sadly, there's not. Record the name of each captive ally that entered play in the campaign log, so it's there. And then if you're playing expert, you record your hit points. So that was that. That was Project Wideawake, the version where Norman Osborn has kind of co-opted the Sentinel project and is using it against the vigilante heroes. So let me go get these back before I forget about them and delete them without thinking about it. So I managed to save Wolfsbane and Cannonball. So we will see them again. And yeah, so I put the victory display up here so you can see it. And make sure you come back next week for the finale, which we will see some, I would say, familiar faces, but we never saw them to begin with. But thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. If you don't mind, give me a like, subscribe, and all of that algorithm stuff that YouTube really appreciates when you do, and that I also really appreciate when you do. Yeah, if you like what you see in the scenario, please go play it. Go play all the other ones. They are linked below. If you like this deck, I'm pretty sure it's one I posted. I think I did, because it should be linked down below. Yeah, I'll leave anything else. So thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.